I think this farce has gone on for long enough. Don't bother coming back to the house anymore. There's no place for you here. Oh, and don't worry about your stuff. We did you the favor of putting it all out on the curb for you. Jessica's just as happy as I am that we're finally kicking you out, by the way. She said she got tired of having to smell your old lady perfume every time you walked by.
What? Hold on, what are you saying, Joseph? This is the first time you've texted me since... Good grief, you've never texted me since I got this new phone a few years ago. You don't even talk to me at home except to complain about something. And now out of the blue, you're telling me that you threw away all of my things? What's going on?
Are you really so senile that you still don't get it? We cleared out your room. It's ours now. I don't see why you would have any problem with that. It's not like you had anything important in there. You're not welcome in this house anymore, so never darken our doorstep again. If you even set so much as one toe on my property, I'll have you arrested for trespassing.
Joseph, what's gotten into you? Why are you all of a sudden kicking me out of the house?
Don't fool yourself. You know this isn't sudden at all. Like, don't tell me you didn't notice the fact that neither me or Jessica have said more than a few words to you in the last 20 years. I'm surprised you lasted this long, to be honest. I expected you to run away from home crying like a little girl years ago. But it seems like you just won't take the hint, so we decided that we had to step things up a notch. Seriously, do we need to put up a neon sign on the front lawn saying no old women allowed?
Trust me, I was most certainly aware that you and Jessica were doing your best to pretend I was invisible. But in spite of that, we all sat down at the table to eat dinner every night. We were still together, so we were still a family.
Oh my God, Leanne! I was joking when I called you senile earlier, but I think you might actually be going into early onset dementia. I guess that would explain a lot of things, come to think of it. Like, the only way you'd be able to put up with the way we were treating you is if you forgot about it all a few minutes later.
I was always under the impression that we might not put it into words very often, but that we were still getting along fine. There are a lot of different ways to show love, and since you hadn't told me otherwise, I thought you still loved me. I guess I was the only person who felt that way, though. Was I wrong to think that way, Joseph?
Of course you were! I can't believe this! You actually thought I loved you all these years? I mean, it's been a bit easier for the last few years since you've been spending most of your time at work. Having even a few hours each day when I can relax at home without you around is seriously refreshing. But then at the end of the day, you always have to ruin everything by coming home. I'm tired of having my pleasant evenings interrupted by your obnoxious presence. So don't ever come home again.
I see. So that's the way you've really felt about me?
Yeah, duh. You really didn't notice? It took 20 years of treating you like the plague for you to realize that?
Regardless of how you've been treating me, I always felt like you needed me around. And for my part, I never felt like living with you was unpleasant or burdensome, so I was fine with it. But now I see that the two of you were not.
Well, I'm glad you were able to learn something today. We're tired of putting up with you, and it ends tonight. Every single thing of yours in this house is now out on the curb. If you want to save it, I suggest you pick it up before the garbage trucks get here.
All right then, Joseph. If that's what you want, I'll leave. I don't feel much like being with someone who treats and talks about me so terribly. I wanted to avoid this if possible, but there's no way around it now. We're getting divorced.
Divorce? Don't make me laugh. You're not going to divorce me. Get real. What's going to happen to you without me, huh? You think there are any guys out there willing to marry you other than me?
Honestly, no, I don't imagine there are. But what of it? You've thrown away all my things and forbade me from entering the house again. Are you saying that I'm not welcome in your house or your life, but that I have to stay married to you in spite of that? You think I'm afraid of being single? Because I'm not.
I know you're afraid of being single.
Well, I'm about to prove you wrong. You remember that time several years ago when you left a signed stack of divorce papers on my desk? I still have them, and now that I know your true intentions, I'm going to sign them too.
Don't you mean had them? I threw away all your stuff. Right now, those papers are in the middle of a massive pile of your things out next to the road. You'll never find them.
Quite the contrary, those divorce papers are safe and sound in my office. I never expected you would do something so insane as throw my belongings outside without my permission. But I kept things that were most important to me out of your reach, just in case.
Are you serious? You kept them in your office at work? I thought you said you were fine with staying married to me. If that's true, why did you keep them?
I considered them to be my insurance policy. I may be nothing but a dense, senile old woman to you, but I have enough sense in this thick skull of mine to know that I should always have a plan B. And it looks like I was right to do so. Now that I don't need your signature, I can divorce you whenever I please.
I may not be much of a poker player, but I know a bluff when I see one. And you are bluffing big time. There's no way you're actually gonna divorce me. You lucked out big time when you were able to lock down a guy like me as your husband. You know that and I know that. So I know that there's no way you would do anything as self-destructive as walking away from the only man who would ever give you the time of day. The best thing for you to do right now is just walk away quietly. Really, that's all I want you to do. Just get out of my life. Oh, but before you do that, come and do something about the pile of your trash in my front yard. It's a bit of an eyesore.
You really think you're better than me, don't you, Joseph?
I don't think I'm better than you. I know that you're a lousy, good-for-nothing old woman who can't live without me.
And you, Joseph, what would you do without me?
Let's think about that for a second, shall we? All you do every day is get up, go to work, come home, do the housework, eat, sleep, rinse, and repeat. So what exactly about my life is going to change with you out of the picture? Absolutely nothing, that's what. I don't need you for anything. Go ahead, live wherever you want, do whatever you want, just don't ever come back around here again.
As you wish. I'm sorry things turned out like this between us. Goodbye. Hi there, Melanie. I'm sorry to message you out of the blue like this, but there's something I need to tell you. Do you have a moment to talk? Leanne! Oh, it's so nice to hear from you. Oh, yes, I've got time. I'm currently at the hospital visiting my husband. He's been doing much better lately, so I've been coming to visit more often and staying longer. By the way, if you ever got a moment, would you mind terribly coming by to see him? He says he would love to get the chance to chat with you again. Well, it's wonderful to hear that he's feeling better. Sure, I'd love to come and see him. Once things have calmed down for me a bit, I'll come visit as soon as I can. Thank you so much, dear. Do let me know when you're coming, will you? I'd like to see you as well. Oh, but I'm sorry, you had something to tell me, didn't you? What is it, dear? Go right ahead. The truth is that your son and I just got divorced yesterday. What? You did? Oh no, what did that fool son of mine do to you this time? It's kind of a long story. It was a bit of a slow build-up, and then everything happened all at once. I've put up with a lot in the past, but after this, I don't think it's going to work out between me and Joseph. You poor thing, I can't imagine how hard that must have been for you. I'm here for you, Leanne. Go ahead and tell me everything that happened. Thanks, Melanie. You and your husband have done so much to help me out over the years. just for things to end up in such an unfortunate way. I'm so sorry that I couldn't do anything to prevent this from happening.
Oh no, don't tell me that you've been putting up with them all this time for our sakes.
Well, kinda. But I really do feel like I owe a huge debt of gratitude to you and your husband. And it's not really that I was putting up with them for you. It's just that once I divorced Joseph, then I would lose my connection to you.
Oh, Leanne, you don't need to worry about that. You've got it all entirely backwards. We're incredibly grateful to you, too. You did us the favor of taking that selfish, pompous son of ours off our hands. I don't know if that boy would have ever gotten married if not for you. All that we wanted was for the two of you to be happy with one another. But if you're saying that you need to divorce him, then there must be some very good reason behind it. We should have been more active in asking you how things were going. We always knew how afraid you were of causing trouble for us. I'm sorry we didn't notice how bad things were until now.
No, please don't feel bad. It's my fault entirely. I just couldn't let go of my foolish pride. I thought that divorcing him would mean I was giving up. But after what happened yesterday, I came to realize that sometimes walking away is the best thing for everyone. That's why I wanted to get the chance to say my goodbyes to you and your husband.
Oh, goodness gracious, Leanne, don't talk like that. We don't need to say goodbye.
But I'm just your daughter-in-law.
To us, you're more than that. We consider you every bit our daughter. You're a part of our lives and our family no matter what happens between you and Joseph. Even if you divorce him, my husband and I will always think of you as our daughter.
You really feel that strongly about me?
How could we not? We're the ones who are in your debt. If you think you owe it to us to stay with Joseph, then you're dearly mistaken. Your life is your own, Leanne, and you shouldn't let anyone take it away from you. Go ahead and live your life the way that you think is best. And if there's ever anything that we can do to help you, never hesitate to let us know.
Thank you so much, Melanie.
How many times do I have to tell you, dear, you can call me Mom?
Thanks, Mom.
That's more like it. What happens between you and Joseph is entirely your business, and we won't try to pressure you in any direction. If you want to talk, though, I'll always be here to listen.
You know, I might just take you up on that. I think there are a lot of things we should talk about. If it's all right with you, could I head over to see you right now?
What did you do, Leanne? I just got a letter in the mail. It says it's from your lawyer and that we have until the end of the month to move out of the house. You sold my house? You had no right to do that.
Actually, Joseph, I have every legal and moral right to do so. We are divorced, aren't we? And that house was never your house. I'm the one who bought it. It's mine. You didn't really think that I was going to let you keep living there free of charge after we divorced, did you? If you did, then wow, I have a feeling you might be the one going into early onset dementia.
Wait a second. You're joking, right? You actually divorced me?
I don't have the slightest clue why you would be shocked about that. I mean, did you actually think I wasn't going to? You and our daughter have been intentionally ignoring me for the last 20 years. And just a few days ago, you threw all of my stuff out onto the curb, kicked me out of the house, and told me never to come around there again. Did you think I was just going to let all that slide and stay married to you?
But, think about it. What are you going to do if you become single again at your age? There's no way any other guy is going to be willing to marry you. You're used goods.
Yeah, I know, and? There's more to life than being married, you know. Sure, most of the people in our circle of friends are married. All of them seem to be pretty happy with the path they took in life, too. But there are also plenty of single people we know who are getting just as much out of life. Some of those single people are divorced, too, and that doesn't seem to be having too much of an impact on how much they're enjoying life. So I think that even in the somewhat likely event I don't get remarried after you, it's not the end of the world. At the very least, I can say that being single for the rest of my life would be far better than spending the rest of it with a complete loser.
Complete loser? You're not talking about me, are you?
Is that a serious question? Who else would I be referring to? You seem to have been under the impression that you had the upper hand in our relationship. But the truth is that I was the one who was holding back on divorcing you. In ordinary circumstances, I would have kicked you to the curb years ago. And hindsight is 20/20, but knowing what I do now, I probably should have.
Excuse me? I'm the one who settled for marrying an older woman like you. I gave you the trophy husband that you always wanted.
Seriously, Joseph? Trophy husband? Get a grip. If you were any kind of trophy, you'd be a participation trophy.
Hey! Is that the thanks I get for allowing you to live with me for all these years?
Oh, it was a great privilege indeed, Joseph. Thank you so much for allowing me to pay all of our bills by myself. Oh, and it was especially kind of you to allow me to pay for our daughter's college education, too. You're totally right. It was wonderful having a trophy husband who has practically no redeeming qualities whatsoever. I mean, I guess you're slightly above average in looks, but other than that, there's nothing special about you at all. In any case, I am walking away from my old life and having a great time as I embark on a brand new journey.
I don't believe it! You're actually serious? Where did this attitude of yours come from anyway? You've never talked to me like this before. If that's how you really feel, then explain why you stayed with me for this long.
Why did I stay? Well, there are a few reasons. The first would be that I simply wanted to believe that there was love between the two of us.
What? Oh my God! You really are going senile, aren't you? I've barely spoken to you in the last 20 years. What would give you the impression that a man who won't even speak to you actually loves you?
You're right, we haven't had as many conversations lately as we used to. But that wasn't really a problem for me in particular. I was renting my own office space outside of the house to work in, so that actually worked to my benefit. I could give my all at the office during the day, then come home to peace and quiet at night. All I needed to do was keep the house somewhat clean and everything was golden. And you guys hardly ever complained about anything either, so I figured things were going well. Whether that's because you didn't want to talk to me or you simply didn't have much to complain about, I can't be sure though. But speaking of which, I don't think I've ever seen either of you so much as wash a single plate in all the time we've been together. How is the house looking right about now? I hope you haven't made too big of a mess.
Well, that's none of your concern. You don't live here anymore anyway.
Maybe not, but it's still my house.
Yeah, I forgot about that, but I never expected that you'd really follow through on your threat to divorce me.
You seriously underestimated me. While you were ignoring me for 20 years, I wasn't just sulking in sorrow. I was working, cooking, cleaning, living my life like normal, mostly by myself. Now think, in all that time, did I ever ask you for help with anything?
Hold on a sec, let me try to remember.
Don't bother, because I never asked you for help. Meanwhile, you were completely reliant on me for just about every aspect of our lives. That means that me leaving is going to have a far bigger impact on you than it will on me.
That's not true. But even if it were true, that still wouldn't justify you taking my house away from me.
Maybe not, but you kicking me out certainly did. I have no reason to continue owning a house that I'm unable to live in. You did this to yourself.
I don't see it that way. But where do you get off divorcing me just because you found out I didn't love you anymore? You had no problems with putting on a happy face and dealing with it up until now. What gives?
I could ask you the same question. You pretended to love me until you didn't feel like it anymore. By the time I caught on, you had already wasted away my youthful years. That cost me any chance I may have had of getting remarried to someone who actually cared about me.
Hey, it's not my fault that you were lost in some fantasy about me wanting to be all lovey-dovey with you. What about the time you got sick, huh? I didn't divorce you then, even though I could have. While you were in and out of the hospital for days and weeks at a time, I was taking care of Jessica all by myself. You owe me for that.
Jessica was 13 when I got sick. She was more than capable of taking care of herself. And you barely did anything for her during that time. You were always going out to eat by yourself and leaving Jessica to fend for herself. Your mom was the one who ended up doing most of the cooking and cleaning for you. So if there's anyone I owe a debt of gratitude to, it's your mother, not you.
Okay, well, you would never have met my mother if you hadn't married me. Ha! You see, all the best things in your life are thanks to me. So it's like I said after all, you have no right to kick us out of the house.
You want to talk about the time I was sick? Okay. While I was in the hospital, did you or Jessica ever once come to visit me? No, you didn't. Your mother and father, however, were regularly stopping by to keep me company. By the way, I also know what you did to Jessica. You told her that I was the one who was causing all the problems for our family. Thanks to you, she thinks that you're some sort of superhero while I'm just a worthless parasite. But you did what you had to do, I guess. If you didn't paint me out to be the bad guy, she would have noticed what a jerk you were.
All I told her was the truth. If we didn't have to pay for your medical bills, we'd be able to have a way better lifestyle than we do now.
Right you are, Joseph. Do you know what would also enable us to have a much better lifestyle? If you would actually hold down a job for more than a week at a time.
What are you talking about? I've been going to work every day of the week for our whole marriage.
I thought we had already covered the fact that I'm not an idiot. I know that you haven't actually been going to work.
You're lying. You got no proof of that.
Okay, what about the fact that I handle all the family's finances and can see exactly when your paychecks were deposited into our account? Sometimes you would go for entire months at a time without receiving a single paycheck, all while you were still going to work every day. Would you mind explaining that?
I was getting paid under the table. That way we can avoid having to pay income taxes. You're lucky you have such a streetwise man around the house.
Oh, I see. Then what did you do with the money?
What do you mean? I used it for, family stuff.
For example?
What, am I supposed to remember every single thing I ever spent my money on?
Just one example would be nice. But I know for a fact you haven't been paying any of our bills. Utilities, property taxes, groceries, internet, cell phones, the mortgage. I've made every single payment out of my own paycheck. So, Mr. Reliable Family Man, where have you been spending the money you've earned?
I don't have to answer anything you ask me. What I do with my money is my business.
You're right, sort of. It doesn't really matter anymore. I already know what you've been spending it on. Anyway, it's a fact that you haven't contributed at all to the family's bottom line, or even done any housework to speak of. Meanwhile, I've been doing both, while also giving you two all of the love that a mother and wife should. I can honestly say that the only reason I was able to make it this long was because of the support your parents gave me. I lost my parents back when I was in college, so I had missed out on that sort of parent-child relationship until I married you. It didn't matter to me that we weren't related by blood. All that mattered was that they loved me unconditionally for who I was, and that meant the world to me. Which brings me to the second and most important reason I didn't divorce you sooner. I didn't want to lose my relationship with your parents.
Is that right? Well, sucks for you. Now that we're divorced, you're never gonna have a relationship with them again. Looks like I need to work my persuasive magic on them just like I did with Jessica. I'll tell them that you were the one who abandoned me. I might even throw in that you were cheating on me. They'll hate you for sure.
Don't waste your time. I already explained the situation to them myself.
You did?
That's right. I told them exactly why I divorced you, including you kicking me out of the house as well as ignoring me for the last 20 years. Your parents are very sensible people, unlike you, so they could tell that you were the one in the wrong. And guess what else? Your mother told me personally that she will always think of me as her daughter, no matter what happens between us. On the other hand, they are furious with you.
What? But why?
Remember a little bit ago when I said I knew what you were spending all your money on? I misspoke. It's not what, but who.
Wait, you mean...
Yes, Joseph, I know about Selena. She is old enough to be your daughter, you creepy old geezer. And the reason you kicked me out of the house was so you could make room for her to move in. I've known about her for quite some time, but I held my tongue for the same 2 reasons I gave you earlier. But I don't need to hold my tongue anymore. Your parents have given me their blessing to do with you what I will.
Hey, let's back up 1 second. Selena? I have no idea who that is.
Don't bother playing dumb. I have all the evidence I need, all locked up in my office where you can't touch it.
Okay, can we talk about this?
Sorry, Joseph, but I'm not interested in anything you have to say. Now that I know my relationship with your parents is safe, I'm done with you. I'll see you in court. After that, Joseph kept begging me for a chance to come and apologize to me. He knew that if I found out he was spending my money on his mistress, I could sue him to get it back. But I didn't need or want an apology from him. All I want is that he gives me what's rightfully mine. It turns out that Joseph never visited his dad once while he was in the hospital, just like he did with me. That, combined with the revelation of his emotional abuse and infidelity, led his parents to a quite radical conclusion. They wrote Joseph out of their will. This was quite the blow to Joseph, as he had been counting on receiving a sizable inheritance from them. So what will they do with their fortune? I assumed they would donate it to charity, but they decided to leave it to me instead. I felt guilty accepting that, but they were insistent. So now, even after Joseph and I divorced, I still visit them regularly. When I'm with them, it feels like the wounds from the loss of my birth parents are starting to heal. I hope to spend as much time with them as possible to repay them for the kindness they've shown to me. Hey, Connie. So you remember my son's birthday party is coming up soon, right? I've got a couple things that I'm gonna need to have you help me with. I'll message you later with the details. Oh, and one more thing. You've got the list of presents I wanted you to buy for him, right? I'm not saying you have to buy him all the things on the list, but it would be pretty awesome if you did. Anna, I'm really sorry, but I've got far too much on my plate to be thinking about the party. My daughter's condition suddenly took a turn for the worse. I just got a call from the hospital. They said they're moving her into the ICU. So I'll let you know once things calm down for us, okay? Oh, wow, really? Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, well, I get that you guys are going to be kind of busy with that stuff for a while. But be sure to message me as soon as you can, got it? I mean, no offense, but my son's birthday party has nothing to do with your daughter's condition, so don't forget about it. Right, I got it. I can't talk anymore right now. I have to go. I'll talk to you later. Connie, where are you right now? What do you think you're doing? Don't you dare tell me you forgot about my son's birthday party today. I was very clear that you need to help me with getting ready. Whatever you're doing, drop it and get over to my house right away. Anna, can we please not do this? You know that today is my daughter's funeral. I told you about that a bunch of times now. So I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be able to come to your son's party today. Tell him his Aunt Connie wished him a happy birthday for me, okay? I wasn't able to get a present ready for him in time, but don't worry, I'll get one to you as soon as I can. I know that you're not coming to the funeral today, but I would appreciate it if you could leave me to mourn my daughter. You have a terrible memory, don't you? I told you my son's birthday party has nothing to do with your daughter's condition. Unlike your daughter, my son is alive and well, and today is his birthday. Why would you waste any time crying over your dead daughter when you have a live nephew that you should be worried about? Excuse me? Anna, you cannot be serious. How could you even think of saying something like that to me? You're a mother too, aren't you? Yeah, I am a mother, and unlike some people around here, I have managed to keep mine from kicking the bucket. And my live son will always take priority over your dead daughter. I mean, why are you even having a funeral? Do you think if enough people cry about her death that she's gonna come back to life or something? Get real. It's your fault for not passing on better genes to her. I understand better than anyone else that nothing I say or do now is going to bring her back. And I would have given anything in the world for my daughter to have been born healthier than she was. I have lost so much sleep wondering if there was something that I did or ate while pregnant that could have caused this to happen. But I've already criticized myself enough. I don't need you adding even more fuel to the fire. Oh boy, here we go. Looks like someone needs to go and have a good cry again. Would you calm down already? I'm not trying to criticize you. All I'm trying to say is you've got two choices. You can spend today weeping over a dead kid, or you can spend it having fun and celebrating the birthday of a living kid. That's it. I'm over here trying desperately to get everything ready in time for the party, and I don't need your emotional turmoil to distract me. You're the one who contacted me demanding I help. You only ever think about yourself, Anna. Yeah, I don't want to hear that from you. I mean, it's a funeral. How long could it possibly take? An hour, tops? Don't tell me you're going to drag it out any longer than that. It's not like she lived to be 100 and has a bunch of life stories for people to talk about. Hurry up and say your eulogy, then head straight over here to help me get ready for the party. You are the single worst person I have ever met. Yeah, whatever. Hate me all you want. Just come to my house soon. Be sure to redo your makeup before you come, all right? I don't want the mascara running down your cheeks to ruin the mood. Oh, you don't want me to ruin the mood? Fine. I'm not coming at all. Get ready for your party by yourself and never contact me again. Good grief, Connie. Grow up, will you? Fine. Don't come to my son's party. I don't want you here anyway. I can't stand to be around self-absorbed and insensitive women. You know what, Anna? I feel exactly the same way. Hey, what gives? You said you're so depressed over your dead kid that you can't come to my son's party, right? Well, I guess you're not too depressed to go and whine to my family. I didn't whine to anyone. All I did was tell them the plain truth about what happened. It just so happens that you're the only person in your family with less common sense than a pile of cow manure. They were all willing to come to my daughter's funeral, even on such short notice. They also apologized to me for your behavior, since you obviously never will. God, you are such a buzzkill, you know that? You know full well that my family isn't as easygoing as yours. They always have to go and make a big deal about every little thing. You had to know they would have rushed over to your stupid funeral the moment they knew it was going on. I'll have you know that I am not the only one who's upset with you. My husband is probably even angrier than I am. Not only did you prioritize your son's birthday party over our daughter's funeral, you even tried to badger me into helping you on today of all days. Tell my brother he can go pound sand. I don't care one bit what he thinks about me. I'm busy enough as it is. I don't need him to get on my case too. That's it. I am done talking with you. I don't have time to play therapist right now. I have a ton to do. You're not gonna come. I got it. I'll just have to tell my poor son that his mean Aunt Connie doesn't care enough about him to come to his birthday party then. He's gonna be so disappointed in you. You are welcome to say whatever you want to whomever you want.
Hi, Connie. I just heard about what happened from your husband. I can't tell you enough how sorry I am for what my wife has been saying to you. I never in my wildest dreams would have thought she would be this inconsiderate. Ever since our son was born, it's like she's become a completely different person, though. Like, I don't know, does this happen to women? Is it like a hormonal thing or something? I hope I don't sound like I'm making excuses for her or anything, though.
It's all right, Cole. I know you mean well. And don't worry, there's nothing that you need to apologize for. I know how busy you are, especially the last few months. I mean, when was the last day you haven't had any overtime?
Hey, my work is my concern. You don't need to worry about me. I want you guys to just focus on each other right now. And I hate that my wife's nonsense is taking you away from that. I couldn't believe what your husband told me about Anna. How could she even think about having a party for our son at a time like this? I honestly have no idea what that woman is thinking anymore.
At any rate, it means a lot that you see things from my point of view. I have to say, though, Anna's behavior is extremely troubling. I'm worried about you and your son. I mean, if she's willing to act like that towards me, it must have been having a terrible impact on you. Not to mention the bad influence she must be having on your son. Oh, but I shouldn't be talking about her like this to you. She's your wife.
Actually, I've been feeling the same way lately. She's been doing and saying so many things that are way out of line. I've been putting up with it until now, but after this, yeah, I'm not putting up with it anymore. You can leave Anna to me. I'll take care of her. I have everything ready to teach her a lesson that she'll never forget.
You do? Well, it sounds like there's something going on that I don't know about. Would you mind telling me about it?
Gladly.
I hope you're happy with yourself, Connie. My husband just told me he's divorcing me. And it's all your fault. What did you say to him? My fault? Really, Anna? Don't blame me for the consequences of your own actions. I'm shocked that Cole's tolerated you as long as he did, frankly. He has every right to be angry at you. But you don't understand. It's not like I wanted to start seeing other men. Do you have any idea what it's like to be raising a child all by yourself every day of the week? I got lonely, that's all. If that were a legitimate reason to divorce someone, I'm pretty sure the divorce rate in this country would be something like 95%. I mean, fill me in on your thought process. I'm curious how you made the jump from I'm lonely while my husband is working to I have no choice but to sleep around behind his back. It would be one thing if he were going out drinking or something, but no, Cole was just working long hours every day to support you. And you're a full-time housewife. Isn't holding down the fort while the husband is away part of the job description? Not to mention he was firm with his company about not coming in on his days off so he could have time to spend with you and your son on weekends. I know, but still, holding down the fort isn't as easy as you make it sound. I am absolutely exhausted by the end of the day. Oh, I bet you are. You cook, clean, take care of your son, put him to bed, and then get everything ready for your boyfriend to come over. My understanding is that you're even leaving your son with your parents while you go see him. Maybe if you spent less time with your boyfriend, you wouldn't be so exhausted. Ever think about that? Stop making me out to be some kind of villain. I was lonely from being home alone all day, so I went out to have some fun. Alone? Well, I guess you don't see your son as a person then. That's not what I meant. Anyway, you met that guy on a dating app, didn't you? I'd say that makes it pretty clear what you were after. Seriously, Anna, I called you the worst person I've ever met, but I think that was being too generous to you. Shut up. None of this would have happened if it weren't for you, so you need to do something to make things right again. He is leaving me, Connie, and he says he's going to take our son with him. He has my son with him right now. He says he's not going to bring him back until later on tonight. Today is my son's birthday, and now I am here all alone in my house. No party, no guests, not even my son. Once again, this is not my fault. It is the obvious result of all the terrible things you did. Granted, all that I know is the information that Cole gave me by text a little while ago, so I don't know all the details. But from what he tells me, it sounds like he has some pretty solid evidence against you. If I were you, I think I would be lashing out at people less and begging for forgiveness more. So what am I supposed to do? Just sit back and accept the fact that my husband is walking out on me? There is no way I'm going to allow myself to lose my family over this. It's all your daughter's fault for dying. What? Are you really going to go there, Anna? I don't see how my daughter's death has any relation to your inability to keep your pants on. I'm not some kind of slut. Stop talking like I am. And anyway, aren't you forgetting something? My husband is planning to take my son and run off somewhere. You think he can take care of a toddler all by himself? Get it? There is no way he's going to divorce me. He spends most of the week at his office. He's not going to be able to work childcare into his schedule. And what about me? Let's say he divorces me, so what? All I need to do is get a job, which I'll have no trouble finding right away. Then I'll find the most eligible man in the company, work my magic on him, and get remarried. Then I can quit my job again and go back to living the easy life. You seem confident about finding a new husband willing to support you. Yeah, well, if you're beautiful like me, this sort of thing comes easy to you. Not that you'd know anything about that. I'm impressed, Anna. Even when you're about to lose everything, you still don't miss any chance to throw a pot shot at me. And you'd better get used to it. Because as long as you're married to my brother, I am still your sister-in-law. That means I'm going to be taking pot shots at you for the rest of your life. What makes you think we're going to give you the opportunity? My husband and I have talked it over and we're both in agreement. What you've done to us lately merits us placing a significant amount of distance between us. So after this conversation, we won't be talking again for a very long time. You can't make that decision all by yourself. My brother will never let you do that to me. Actually, he was the one who suggested going no contact with you in the first place. He said he knew that continuing to be around you would only keep causing more pain for me. So it's time to put an end to your sibling relationship. We don't want anything to do with you ever again. You what? I don't believe you. All of you are scum, you know that? You're just lashing out at me because you're angry at yourself for not being able to keep your daughter from dying. You're so pathetic. You don't want to talk to me anymore? Well, guess what? The feeling is mutual. Oh, okay. Then it's settled. Goodbye, Anna.
Anna, tell me where you are right now. You knew that we were going to meet today to talk about how things are going to proceed from here. Not only that, but when I got to the house, you had left our son there all by himself. What's wrong with you?
I don't want to hear any complaints from you. I was ready for us to have our talk at the scheduled time. You, however, were 15 minutes late, so I left. I waited 15 minutes longer than I should have, by the way.
I was at work, Anna. You know, the thing you haven't done once since we got married? I tried my best to get home on time. How was I supposed to know you'd leave like that?
What do we even have to talk about? You want to divorce me, right? Okay, then go ahead. Good talk, Cole. Talk to you later.
This isn't that simple. We need to discuss custody, child support, property division, tons of stuff. I can't decide all this stuff by myself.
What do you want, the kid or something? You can have him. It was fun playing with him for a while. Plus, thanks to him, I got a ton of new followers on my Instagram account. But I kind of want to expand my horizons, you know? I want to break out of the mommy sphere and show the people what I can really do. And I have more than enough followers that I can basically take my account in any direction I want.
What are you talking about?
I was super disappointed that the party didn't work out like I planned, but I was still able to take some pretty decent pictures. Now I can tell my followers about how my selfish husband abandoned me and took my son with him. The sympathy likes on that post are going to be off the charts. I might actually gain even more followers by portraying myself as a strong, independent woman who was victimized by her ex-husband. This might be a turning point in my career. Oh, but if you think I'm going to pay you any child support, you've got another thing coming. You're the one who's insisting on taking him from me, aren't you? In exchange for letting you have him, I think you can give me a break on child support.
Fine. If that's what you want, then so be it. And what are you gonna tell him about why we're divorcing, huh? When he asks why Mommy's going away, what will you say?
I don't know. I'll just make up something that sounds good. Like how Mommy doesn't want to leave him, but Daddy's being mean and won't let me see him anymore. Oh, that would really cause problems in your relationship, wouldn't it?
For the love of God, Anna! You really have no remorse at all for what you've done, do you?
Not really. Why should I? I'm still young and beautiful. I think I'll be fine without you. I might just move in with my boyfriend like we've been talking about.
I'd be careful about what you say to me, Anna. I don't think you're aware yet of just what sort of position you're in right now. I'm letting you off easy so far. Don't make me change my mind.
Oh no, I'm so scared. What are you gonna do? Cry to my mommy and daddy that I'm being mean to you?
Let's just say I have my options. I've noticed that you've been a bit more peppy than usual lately. I was an idiot to not notice what was going on for so long. It was because you were meeting with your boyfriend, weren't you?
That's right. You were so obsessed with your stupid job that you never paid any attention to me. You were practically asking me to cheat on you. Now that I finally have someone to help me relieve the stress of taking care of a kid 24/7, I feel better than I have in ages.
Good for you. I guess there's nothing more for us to talk about then. I'll have my lawyer draw up the divorce papers tomorrow. It's going to include the agreement we made. I get sole custody and you don't owe child support. You still good with that?
Yep, no objections here.
One last thing. Before this is over, you need to apologize to Connie. She just lost her 6-year-old daughter, and you were mocking her pain the whole time. Do you have any idea how long they've been trying to have a baby? Your brother came to me for support whenever they had a miscarriage, but did you even know about that?
Nope, and I don't really care either.
I'll bet you don't. And then when they finally had the child they always wanted, she was born with a weak immune system. She died at 6 to something that usually just gives kids the sniffles. Meanwhile, you were blessed with a healthy child, and now you're just throwing him aside like last week's trash. Even before that, you never thought of him as your son. He was nothing but an ornament for your Instagram account. And you were bullying Connie into helping you take some stupid pictures of him while she was at her daughter's funeral. Are you aware of what sort of an amoral monster you are?
Do you think I poisoned her kid or something? Look, it's a cruel world and not everyone makes it. I don't see why I should put my life on pause to mourn someone else's child. Frankly, Connie should have known better than to have a child. It was obvious that any kid she managed to have would be just as defective as she is.
Good God. Okay, well, that's just about as much of you as I'm willing to put up with. You are so far beyond redemption that all the holy water in the world wouldn't be enough to cleanse your black heart.
Oh, please, spare me that religious nonsense. This is the real world, Cole, not a fairy tale. All that matters in this world is money and beauty. And my rich, genetically superior parents gave me both. I'm about to start living my best life, and you're gonna be tied down by that kid for the rest of yours.
You really think you've won, huh?
Duh, I know I've won.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Hey, Connie, could I ask you a favor? I need you to hide me. I thought I was clear when I told you never to contact me again. I'm not interested in participating in your stupid game of hide and seek. Why didn't I block you when I had the chance? Wait, don't. I'm in serious trouble. My ex-husband Cole screwed me. I don't deserve anything that's happening to me right now. Let me assure you, Anna, whatever is happening to you right now, not only do you deserve it, you deserve about 10 times more where that came from. Call it karma, divine justice, anything you want. All that's happening is you're finally getting some long overdue comeuppance. But I don't get it. I gave him what he wanted. I divorced him and gave him the kid. Why is he still holding this sick grudge against me? That creep told my mom and dad about everything. I stopped by my parents' house to ask if my dad would give me some cushy executive position in his company, but he started screaming at me. Now he's telling me that not only won't he give me a job, he's having me sent to a cattle ranch owned by one of his golfing buddies. It's miles from the next town, and the whole place smells like manure all day long. It's blazing hot in the summer, freezing cold in the winter. I'm not a farmer, I'm a city girl. Yeah, farming is definitely a bit of a step away from being a housewife and posting on Instagram all day. I don't know what I'm gonna do. After Cole divorced me and kicked me out of the house, I thought I could always rely on my dad, but he's mad at me too. And then there's my boyfriend. Yeah, I heard about that through the grapevine. The guy you met on the dating app was an employee at your son's daycare? I mean, cheating on your husband is bad enough as it is, but with your own son's teacher? It's all the local moms groups are talking about lately. The school principal fired him as soon as he got wind of it, though, which is relieving. He has more character than you anyway. I couldn't help but fall for him. He's handsome, kind, strong. I'll have to ask you to stop right there. I just ate and you're making me nauseous. It seems like your dad thinks you need to spend some time in a place where you can learn the value of hard work, and also to overcome your overactive libido. You're gonna have a hard time having an affair when the only males in a 50-mile radius are cows. Why couldn't my dad just give me a cushy office job? Exactly what skills do you have that would be useful in the workplace? All you've done since you've been married is post mediocre pictures on Instagram and cheat on your husband. Even if he gave you a normal position pushing paperwork, your mere presence in the office would cause morale to plummet. Also, from the way things sound, your dad isn't really giving you much of an option. If you want me to hide you, that must mean he's using more, persuasive means to get you to go to that ranch, right? It wasn't supposed to happen this way. This is the worst. I'm gonna die out there at that ranch. You've got to help me, Connie. You're the only person I can turn to. If that's true, then you have 0 people you can turn to. Don't worry, though. You won't be lonely anymore. You'll have all the cows on the ranch to keep you company. It looks like Anna pushed her dad a bit too far this time. In the end, though, the people he had sent to persuade Anna to come with them to the ranch were unnecessary. Anna willingly surrendered herself to her fate. After a while, it seems that her time taking care of the cows had actually had an effect on her. To everyone's surprise, she sent letters to me, my husband, and her ex-husband Cole to apologize for what she had put us through. That was a rather unexpected development, but if she genuinely has turned over a new leaf, then good for her. As for me, with my sister-in-law out of my life, things finally quieted down around here. My husband and I decided to set up a charitable foundation to help parents of young children pay for necessary medical treatment. His parents gave us a generous donation to get things started. There's nothing more fulfilling than seeing the look of joy on a parent's face when they get to see their sick children get better. I can't think of any better way to honor our daughter's memory. Carl, you owe me an explanation for this. I just came home to find a signed stack of divorce papers on the table. What is the meaning of this? You can't just do something like that without talking to me first.
What's the matter? Don't you speak English? I'm pretty sure you know what the word divorce means. It means that those are the papers you have to sign in order for us to get divorced.
You know that's not what I meant. Tell me why you want to get a divorce all of a sudden. We've never once talked about this up until now.
Would you please just shut up, sign it, and let me get on with my life? I got nothing to talk about with some over-the-hill geezer.
What the over-the-hill geezer? Carl, I'm 34.
Uh-huh, I know, and I'm still at the ripe young age of 29. So from my point of view, you're practically a senior citizen.
There is nothing ripe or young about being 29. You've already hit your physical peak, so it's all downhill for you from here. You're gonna have to start actually taking care of your health from now on.
Okay, that right there is exactly what I'm talking about. Seriously? Telling me I have to take care of my health? My grandma used to talk to me like that.
Okay, point taken. That is a pretty old womanish thing to do, actually. But be that as it may, you can't just drop the divorce bomb on me out of nowhere and expect me to nod my head like a good little girl and go along with it. We need to talk about this.
Seriously, Liz? Look, I really don't want to have this conversation with you. No matter what I say to explain myself, you're never going to be satisfied, so can you please just get this over with and sign them? I have every right to ask you to divorce me. You're not going to deny me my rights, are you?
No right exists without a responsibility. And you have the responsibility to explain your reason for wanting to divorce me. A divorce isn't just about your rights. I have rights too.
You're so obnoxious. You want it? Fine, here it is. I want to marry someone else.
Oh my God, Carl, no. Have you been cheating on me?
No, I haven't. Stop jumping to ridiculous conclusions. I'm gonna get married to her after we get divorced. We promised each other that. And we haven't done anything untoward with each other yet, so you've got no reason to call me a cheater. Seriously, how long have you known me, and you still think I'm the kind of guy who would cheat on his wife?
Well, you're apparently the kind of guy who would just leave a stack of divorce papers behind without explaining himself to his wife first. Frankly, I don't see much difference between doing that and cheating.
All you need to know is I'm gonna marry Shawnee, and that's that. So sign those divorce papers as soon as possible.
So tell me, Carl, who's this Shawnee woman?
She's none of your concern. I will say one thing about her, though. She's not a crotchety old hag like you.
Uh-huh. So you're telling me that you're ditching me because I'm a crotchety old hag?
Hey, you said it, not me. But if you must know, Shawnee is younger than me.
So you really don't have any issues with doing this to me. You're not just abandoning me out of the blue, but you're pouring salt over the fresh emotional wounds.
All I'm doing is giving you the plain and simple truth. If the truth hurts, that's your problem, not mine. Would you rather I lied to you about everything, just vanished without a trace?
I'd prefer that you don't leave me at all.
Well, too bad. I'm gone whether you like it or not. Now hurry up and sign those papers, got it? Then when you're done, pack your things and get ready to move out.
Hold it right there. Now you're telling me I have to move out of the house? Why?
Are you kidding? My dad is the one who left this house for me in his will. I'm the one who owns it. My name is on the deed. You're only living here for now because you're my wife. That's not gonna be the case for much longer, though. And once we're divorced, I no longer have any reason to put up with you living in my house.
You have got to be kidding me. I am not going to take this lying down, you know.
Yes, you will. I mean, what are you gonna do about it? Nothing, that's what. I win, you lose, the end. Oh, and by the way, I talked to my mom about everything too, and guess what she says? She's on my side. She thinks you should move out too.
No, even your mom is going along with this? I don't get it. She's always been so nice to me.
Yeah, but that was all an act. The truth is that deep down she's always been disappointed that her son got stuck marrying a graying nag. When I talked to her about marrying Shawnee, she was super excited about it. And that's all the time I'm gonna spend talking to you today. Sign those papers and send them to my lawyer.
Unbelievable.
You're still not moved out? What's the matter with you? Shawnee is all ready to move in, so hurry up and get out.
Oh, come on. Moving is such a pain. Plus, I'm really busy at work right now. Can't you just give me a bit more time?
No, I've already given you more than enough time. Pack your stuff up and get out. Don't make me take more drastic measures, Liz.
Uh-oh, drastic measures? Oh, now you're starting to scare me a little. Drastic measures like what?
I mean, I'm gonna come over to the house and drag you out of there myself.
Oh yeah? You think you got what it takes? I'd like to see you try.
You're lucky you're a woman, or else I absolutely would. Hey, if you don't want to leave, I guess we can always live together. Me, my young new wife, and my jealous old ex-wife, all living together under the same roof. It'd be like a sitcom, at least until you lose your mind from jealousy at hearing us every night in our bedroom. Then it'll become a psychological horror movie.
I have absolutely no insecurities regarding my age. Even if I could turn back the clock and make myself younger again, I wouldn't.
Ha! That may be the biggest lie you've ever told. Every old hag wishes she could be young and beautiful again. I get what this is. You're just bitter and angry at me leaving you, so you're trying to drag this out as long as possible. Hey, if you really want to get back at me, why don't you just go out and land yourself a younger guy?
Because I'm not an emotional child. I'm still living here because I have the right to live here, that's all.
You don't have any right to live there. We're divorced. What makes you think you can still live in my house after we're divorced? I want to live in my house with my new wife, so hurry up and clear out.
I'll think about it. Okay, I thought about it. The answer is still no.
Give me a break.
What's going on with the house? Is your ex-wife still refusing to leave?
Yeah, she is. I've told her to get out a bunch of times, but she just won't leave. I'm sorry about this, Shawnee. I'll figure something out, okay? Trust me.
I thought you said that you and her were both fine with the breakup. It's starting to look like she might not be too keen on the idea after all. I would really prefer not to get caught up in your marital problems, Carl.
I'm sorry. I never intended for you to get involved. Like I said, I'm texting her every single day telling her to move out. I know she'll move out eventually.
I don't know. Isn't it kind of, mean to kick her out of the house? If she's gonna be so stubborn about it, why don't we just find ourselves a new place?
But I like that house. Once we have kids, it'll be nice to have a lot of room for them to run around and play in.
Kids? Oh, for crying out loud, Carl, how many times have we talked about this? I don't want to have kids. Why won't you ever listen to me?
I know, I'm sorry. I won't bring it up again, okay?
Ugh. Hey there, Liz. This is Shawnee, Carl's fiance. Can we talk for a second? You think I want to talk to the woman who my husband is leaving me for? Okay, I can totally get why you would be mad at me, but can you please hear me out? I was just talking to Carl and he told me you were still in the house. I was shocked to hear that. I thought you'd have left by now. Well, I am terribly sorry to have inconvenienced you. I'm sure you want to get right to work erasing every trace of me from my house. Please, don't be like that. Honestly, I feel really bad for you. You do? Well, yeah, how could I not? Carl told me that you two had mutually agreed to get a divorce, but that's not true, is it? He was the one who broke things off with you. You were never on board with divorcing at all. And honestly, I think he's kind of a jerk for doing that to you. Really. Wow, I didn't expect you would be so sensible. Did you think I was just some young bimbo or something? Well, that hurts. I haven't done anything to deserve that kind of contempt, so I'd appreciate it if you could stop being so snippy with me. All right, I guess that's fair. So what did you want to talk to me about? If it's about the house, you should know that I have absolutely no intentions to leave. Yeah, I totally get that. If I were in your shoes, I'd probably be doing the same thing. Like, lose my husband and my house? No thanks. I'm glad you understand where I'm coming from, but can we please get to the point? Yeah, sure. The thing is, I actually don't want to marry Carl. Like, at all. You don't? Carl is a regular at the bar I work at. He's been putting the moves on me forever and asking me to marry him, but I've always told him no. But it went on for so long that I eventually got tired of it and decided to play along. Hold on, you don't actually want to get married? But I thought you guys already were married. No, not yet. All I've said is that maybe I'll marry him someday, and thanks to that, he's going around and telling everyone I'm his fiancé. Well, you did tell him that you would marry him. How is that any different? I didn't say I would marry him. I said maybe I'll marry him someday. I'll cut him off after I've let him have his fun for a while. I see. And why are you telling me this now? Consider it a peace offering between us. The thing is, I like you, Liz. Like, refusing to move out of your house despite your ex-husband, that's really cool. Is it really? I thought you'd think I was being bitter and lame. Are you kidding me? He's the one that one day up and decided to divorce you for a younger woman. So I don't think you have any responsibility to just lay down and accept defeat. Actually, you would be well within your rights to completely destroy that loser. And I want to help you do just that. I have to admit, I'm shocked. I thought you had stolen my husband away from me, but now you want to scheme against him with me? Liz, babe, I work in a bar. I see all sorts of loser men coming in all the time. You know, men wearing wedding rings, hitting on waitresses like me and other customers, coming in with different women every night. I can't stand those guys. I guess you would have it pretty hard being a waitress. But when some loser weirdo comes to my bar, I get to kick him out at the end of the night. You got stuck married to a loser weirdo. So yeah, I came up with a plan to teach Carl a lesson, if you were interested in hearing it. I've already put a bunch of pieces in play, too. Pieces like what? Well, for starters, I'm pretty sure that Carl's plan is to give this house to me as a present. Wait, really?
Shawnee, you're never gonna believe this! I've got a big present for you!
Ooh, a present? All right. What is it? Tell me. Tell me.
It's what you've wanted all along! I'm giving you my house!
Wow, really?
That's right! I'm giving you the deed to the house! From now on, it's all yours! You're thrilled, right? You've always told me how much you wanted a house of your own!
Well, yeah, but I never thought it was going to be this house. I was just thinking it would be nice if in the future I had a house to call my own.
Yeah, well, I didn't want you to have to wait any longer. From now on, this house is all yours, and you can do whatever you want with it.
Wow, Carl, I don't know what to say. Plus, I feel kind of bad about poor Liz. What's going to happen to her?
That old maid, you don't need to worry about her. She's just a loser who couldn't accept that I'd thrown her to the curb. Thank God you're nothing like her, Shawnee.
Aw, you shouldn't talk about her like that. Poor Lizzie. I mean, she's the one who's out a husband and a house now.
She should be grateful she had me as long as she did. Not many older women get to enjoy being with a younger man like me. So now I don't think there's any need to feel sorry for her at all.
So you like me because I'm younger than her?
Well, sure. I mean, you and her are completely different. She's 10 years older than you, but you're way smarter than she is. All right, now that that's settled, I'm gonna go over there myself. I'll have her out of the house by the end of the day.
But the house is mine right now, right?
Yep, it's all yours.
Can I get that in writing?
Well, sure, I have all the paperwork ready right now. Hey, are you alright, Shawnee? You're not usually this formal about stuff.
Nah, I'm always like this. So yeah, get that paperwork to me as soon as you can so I can sign everything. Can you get them to me within the next 15 minutes or so?
Yeah, leave it to me. I'll be right over. All right, Liz, today's the day. You are moving out of my house today, and that is final.
Nah, I don't feel like it.
I don't care if you feel like it or not. You don't have a say. We're divorced, Liz. Get over it. You have no right to keep living in my house now. As of today, you're officially trespassing. And if you don't get out, I'll call the police.
Oh yeah? Do it. Call them.
You little... Don't think I won't do it. God, how are you so old yet so immature? Give it up already.
Liz isn't leaving. You are.
What? Shawnee? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you. You're moving out today. And would you hurry up? I'm tired of dealing with you.
Shawnee, what are you saying? This can't be you. Did Liz steal your phone or something?
Nope, I'm the real Shawnee. So yeah, enough chit-chat. Pack your things and get out.
What the? But you can't kick me out.
Sure I can. It's my house now, isn't it? Did you forget about that? You just told me a little while ago that I can do whatever I want with it. And since it's my house, it only makes sense that I get to choose who lives there. And I'm afraid the approved guest list doesn't include you.
Hey, what's gotten into you? Don't tell me. Is Liz holding your family hostage?
Don't be an idiot. Of course she isn't. I don't need to be threatened into kicking you out. I genuinely want you gone. And I'm not marrying you. Ever.
Why, Shawnee? Were you deceiving me this whole time? Was this all a scheme to get my house?
Oh, don't act like you're some poor helpless victim. You were coming to my bar every night I had a shift to harass me. I only played along with your proposal as a means of self-defense.
But you seemed so happy when I asked you to marry me.
Dude, I'm a bar waitress. Putting on a smile to please patrons is my job. It's not my fault that you took my pleasantries seriously. Seriously, you may not be the first customer who's proposed to me, but you're definitely the most annoying.
You thought I was annoying?
And then there's the matter of what you did to your wife. Even if I had fallen in love with you, once I found out the way you treated her, I would have dumped you instantly.
Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe I shouldn't have been so hard on her. I promise you, I'll never do anything like that to you. I'll change. I mean it. So please don't leave me, Shawnee.
I can't leave you because I was never with you. And I never want to see your face again. I talked to the owner and he agreed to ban you from the bar too. If you ever come near me again, I'm gonna pepper spray you and call the cops.
You can't be serious. You're going to abandon me and take my house away?
Wow, do you really not get how ironic that is? That's exactly what you were trying to do to Liz. Remember, you suddenly told her you wanted a divorce and demanded she move out of your house.
Well...
I'm giving this house to its rightful owner, Liz. And with that, I bid you farewell. I think this makes me and her even.
Shawnee, no, don't do this. I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
No, you don't. You just wanted to stay with me until I'm 34. Then you'd no doubt dump me for the next pretty young thing who gave you attention.
No, that's not true. I was serious about you.
I'm 24, Carl. I'm not an idiot. Seriously, you think young women are just a bunch of dumb bimbos, don't you? I see guys like you at the bar every single day. If you're willing to ditch your wife to marry someone else, you'll never be serious about any woman.
That's not true. Please, Shawnee, wait. Let's talk about this. Lisa, I'm sorry for everything. I was wrong. I never should have treated you the way I did.
My goodness, Carl, what's with the sudden change in tone from you?
I'm trying to apologize. I truly, deeply regret all the terrible things I did to you. When I think about the way I've been acting lately, it makes me want to punch myself in the face.
Is this you trying to get me to convince Shawnee to marry you?
Huh? No, that's not what I want at all.
Oh, it's not? Oh, thank God for that. So let's get down to business. I'd like you to move out of my house within the day. Think you can manage that?
Your house?
I just got done talking to Shawnee a moment ago. She's telling me that she's going to bring over all the paperwork we need to transfer ownership of the house to me. So yeah, I'm going to have to ask you to get your stuff and get out. There's no place for you here anymore.
Come on, Liz, you can't do that to me. I mean, this is my house. You can't just kick me out of my own house.
First, it's my house now, not yours. And second, that's exactly what you were trying to do to me until about 30 seconds ago.
Well, back then I still owned the house, but you stayed here anyway, so now you owe it to me to let me stay here.
Oh, do I? Well, see what the police have to say about that.
Police?
That I'm going to post on social media about everything you've done to me. I have a first-hand witness on my side, after all. Shawnee said she would testify in court on my behalf.
What's with you? You're going way too far. You know I could very easily have called the cops on you while you were refusing to move out. I could have, but I didn't.
Looks like you should have called them when you had the chance. However, if you don't move out by the deadline I specify, then I will call the cops. And no, I will not be negotiating on that point.
How dare you treat me like this? Don't you have any gratitude for all I've done for you? I did you the favor of marrying you despite being way past your prime.
I'm only 5 years older than you dork. I'll bet if you ask young little Shawnee, she'll say we both look around the same age to her. Seriously, the fact that you're doing this over a 5-year age gap is so lame, Carl.
You little... Just because you're older than me doesn't mean you get to talk down to me like that.
You're the one who called me a senior citizen. Shouldn't you show a little more respect for your elders?
Stop using my own words against me! Thanks to you, everything in my life has been turned upside down. What am I supposed to do now, huh?
I don't know. What if you go to your dear old mommy for help? She hates me, so she should take your side, right?
You can't be serious. I can't drag my mom into this mess. She has enough problems to deal with.
You're not fooling anyone, you know. You and I both know that your mom's not on your side anymore. When she asked you why we were getting divorced, you told her it was because I was cheating on you, didn't you?
How did you?
I talked to her. She felt really bad about the whole thing and apologized for having the wrong idea about me. It seems like that audacious lie may have been just the last straw for her. I think she's done with you.
No! You actually told her about everything?
I sure did, and now you have no one left in your corner. She even told me that she wished there was some way I could get the house from you, and fortunately, her wish came true.
Man! Okay, I'll admit it. I lied to my mom. I'm sorry for that, too. I can see now that I've been a complete jerk. I've made a bunch of mistakes, and I'll never make them again. Can't we let bygones be bygones?
Sure, Carl, I'm good with bygones. Bye, Carl. I want you gone by tonight at 8 o'clock.
Liz, wait! Please give me a break. I lost my wife, my girlfriend, and my family. If I lose my house, I won't have anything left at all.
Don't worry, Carl. You'll have plenty of time to start again. You're still at the ripe young age of 29, remember?